Hey there folks, Reza-Kaze here with finally, an Armored Kill gameplay for you. Start off a little rough, I don't know what happened. I'm thinking the guy in my squad jumped in the chopper, tried to take off, turns out he absolutely sucked at it, and switched to the seat and I got caught on my side. So, what's going on with Armored Kill? What's going on with the gaming world in general? And that's going to be my my main thoughts for the day. Some feedback on a couple of the updates they did with this game, and my thoughts on recording gameplay. Kind of funny how I'm doing a thoughts episode on recording gameplay when I record gameplay and put them up for you guys. I am a conundrum, leave me alone. So, first thing I wanted to talk about is the updates they brought with the game for Battlefield with the new update. Just some other general sort of stuff that's that the game had. Number one is this chopper crap, really. The update, god damn it, that fucking thing. The update they did, they rebalanced, and you can't see me doing the air quotations right now, but I'm doing the quotations around the air balance part of the choppers, of the attack helicopters specifically. Before the update, the game had it to where both the driver and I don't know how, I did not fucking hit that little crater that damn hard. That was stupid. Anyways, as all of you already know, they updated it to have well, they sort of rebalanced it to have only the driver have flares. In the previous update, you can have both your gunner and the driver have flares, or have the driver have the ECM jammer and the gunner have flares. You could have like some sort of zoom optics or thermal optics on the gunner seat, but if you were smart, you wouldn't have that as your equipment or gadget, whatever the hell it actually is. You always ran flares, and their reasoning for balancing this out was it was too easy to no, it wasn't too easy. It was too hard. With the right setup, you couldn't be taken down in the chopper, which one is stupid. I know that's a lie, because I've been taken down numerous amount of times in those choppers, and I've taken down people numerous amount of times in those choppers. So the statement of the setup, yeah, I understand the setup. If you are maneuverable enough in that chopper, and you have a gunner that, you know, actually talks to you, you two can communicate with each other, preferably two squad members and not just two team members. The gunner or whoever calls it first, I got flares first. Gets locked on, starts getting it in. Boom, you shoot your flares, you start trying to do some evasive maneuvers, get out of the line of sight, break the lock on, fight back, fire back. You know, just try to disrupt everything. Especially if they have those heat seekers, the rocket pods, you can't do a damn thing. The flares don't help. But the heat seekers or the iglas, even, you can break it away, break it off, and you happen to get locked on again. Your gunner seat, the gunner guy, has flares. They can, you know, fire that stuff off. Boom, you'll be fine. And by the time the next lock-on happens, if it's just, say, like a jet on you or the other chopper, your driver seat flares should be ready to go. And I say should be because it's not all. If you're very lucky, if you keep tapping that button, it will come up right when you're pretty close to when you're about to get hit. So it was, you like just luck out when it comes to getting the flares out. Sometimes it doesn't work, and then you waste your flares because you end up shooting the flares off after you get hit. But I think the thing that they were worried about is if you use below radar, which is a permanent upgrade. You know, you fire your flares, you get down low, so you can't get locked on, and if you happen to so, then your gunner seat has it, and you know, you just ride low until you get your flares back. The problem with that is, I don't think it works as well as everyone believes it does, or how it should. I ride low, and below radar is honestly supposed to only work for, if I read it correctly, it's in game anyways, it's supposed to work for ground infantry, you know, iglas, and I'm sure the SOFLAM counteracts it with the javelin, but the iglas aren't supposed to be able to lock on you, and they're locking onto me. And I'm like, my altitude meter is in the red, which means I'm within like 12 meters of the ground. I don't know how much fucking closer I actually have to be. I panicked here. I'm trying to battle a tank by myself and a tank destroyer, so I'm just like, oh no, that wasn't it. That was another part of the game. Getting ahead of myself. Foreshadow. So that was, I think, the issue, but my problem was that there was a cut there because I think I was adjusting some things in my menu. There's gonna be another cut, probably about 2, 3, about the 21, 2, 3, 4, about the 25-minute mark. I was just like driving a destroyer around and it wasn't doing a damn thing, so I just cut that select out. I wanted to keep it under 30 minutes because this video ran a little long. This was a big game. I think this was 200% tickets. Yeah. So anyways, they rebalanced the chopper, sort of. They balanced the chopper, and it is unbelievably easy to shoot out the thing. If people, I no longer see people being stupid and shooting both their missiles at the same time. They'll fire one, wait for the flares, and then wait, you know, about 2-3 seconds, keeping the lock on, and then boom, then you got a free shot on them. It's ridiculously easy to take down the choppers now when you're in a chopper or in a jet, and that's unfair. That's not a good. Maybe I just got used to the fact that these choppers were pretty strong, pretty armored wise, and with this new update, it just kind of like made them weak as hell. You're just like a big old target in the air. It's easy to take down, so what's the point of driving around in it? The other thing I wanted to talk to was the whole armored kill. This is my server. People finally started getting in. I'm still having those issues, by the way. The thing resets back down to 16 people, which like it really sucks because horrible shooting. It really sucks that they like set it down that far, because if you set it, it tells you when you're sending the game. If you set it to below 75% max players, the game it will not send people in with quick match. They actually have to look for the server, and people are stupid and just do quick match. I don't do quick match. Me and my friend doesn't do quick match. Who the hell does quick match? And that's the point. No one's getting in the server, so it's like I have to manually adjust it every single time. And by adjusting it every single time, I have to wait a while, and then people don't end up coming in, and I leave, and then when the server's empty, it somehow resets. It's a glitch they need to fix. La-di-da-di-da. You should have been fucking killed. They're supposed to rebalance that too, but that blew up within a soldier's distance of him, and it only dropped it down half. Highly inconsistent as well. So the big thing I really wanted to talk about was recordings. Gameplay recording. That's basically a gameplay recording. I use Hauppauge HD PVR. It's like the low grade HD. It only records in 720, so I can only play in 720. But it's good. I'm used to it. I like it. I'm sure there are better equipment out there. I just saw this new, I think I mentioned it in my last Battlefield video, this, or maybe even it was randomly exploded. Maybe I mentioned it in the Dark Siders video, not a Battlefield video. Either way, it's a Hauppauge Gaming Edition 2, which sadly was specifically made for 360 HDMI recording. You can record in 1080 on PlayStation, but there's a special cable that you have to have that comes with it, which is fine, but it will still record in component because of some stupid HDMI protection thing Sony has on their system. I don't know why. I never bothered looking it up. It was kind of stupid. But but with the way the setup is, you still play in full HDMI, but you will still record in component. Haven't thought about it. I don't really have the money to, buy it and have it look exactly the same and still record exactly the same. Maybe I'll get around to it. Anyways, the recording of games, no matter what you're using, whether it's a Hauppauge brand, Roxio, whatever other sort of things to have around, you're still recording your games. Now you have an issue of what you should record and when you should record. For a while, what ended up happening is, like, I get a game or two to warm up. I get I get like 1 or 2 games to warm up. Make sure it was like actually good games of mine and not just like shitty games. I get decent warm up game. Then I get a game that ended up I go pretty good positive, and then I would next game start recording a couple games. If I start doing really bad, I'll stop recording, wait for me to get decent again, and then I'll start recording. I'll delete it as I go if it's not good, no usable clips, no usable full gameplay, stuff like that. That's how I record. I don't know how everyone else records. Call of Duty, I will refer to this because they got this right. Black Ops got it right. I'm sorry. Black Ops had this right. Modern Warfare 3 fucked it up somehow. I don't know how, but they fucked it up. A theater mode. Battlefield 4 is said to have a fight view. I don't know what they called it, but it's essentially just like a theater mode. That's all it is. And I always thought that was great because instead of you having to personally record each and every game, taking up hard drive space, it's saved on your system, on your game. That was interesting. And if you liked it, you can save it to your profile or something like that, and have take up one of your slots. They were never all that a lot. Never all that a lot. That was very fucking great grammar. In Black Ops, you can only have I think like five game slots, And Modern Warfare 3, if you were like a regular member, just just bought the game, I think you got like 5 or 8 slots. And then if you were a premium elite member, you got 15 or 20 slots. I don't exactly remember, but you got a lot of to save your full games. And you could put it to the COD community, and they could watch it from there. Or most people ended up taking the game, loading it up, playing it as if they're just watching it, and recorded it from there. I did it quite often because I never ended up wanting to record every single game. I did like the live records better because theater mode was always seemed a little glitchy and wrong. I know with Call of Duty it would say planted the bomb when I picked up the bomb. It would tell me I'm last alive when I got first blood. The text never matched up to exactly what it was. So I really hope Battlefield and EA does good things with this battle recorder. I think that's actually what it's called now. I think it really will open up the recording portion for gamers for Battlefield. It would be much easier. And I get to my point that I'm trying to make. I have a habit of not recording amazing games or amazing moments. I probably mentioned this a very long time ago. One of my first amazing shots was, I think I like to call it one of my 3 great amazing shots that I didn't have recording. One, I was on, let's see, what was it? Operation Firestorm. I was at the A conquest point, and by there was where the enemy was spawning. This was when, I know people still do it, but this is when lacing the Jeeps with C4 was really still popular. Really popular. And, they drive, jump off, just drive it right into a tank, hope it explodes, or pull the trigger, whatever they wanted to do. Driving by, and I don't see the C4, and I start sniping at the dude, hoping to hit the driver. Oh, I'm gonna hit the driver. I'm gonna hit the driver. So I miss. So I just kind of did a whip around, sort of quick slow scope sort of thing, and I ended up. This dude was pissing me off. Fucking bunny hopping and shit. Then he gets us killed by a mine. That pissed me off. He got fucking kicked, by the way. Not the dude that got the mine kill, but the dude that was just fucking jumping around. When I'm telling him my shit's on team. He wanted to be a bitch. He was fucking gone. So, anyways, I ended up dragging my scope around, pulling the trigger, and I ended up hitting the C4 on the Jeep, blowing it up, getting a ribbon for destroyed explosives, and getting a double kill because of the Jeep exploding. That was amazing for me. The other amazing shot that I ended up having was, I don't even know if it was a sniper shot. It was obviously a sniper shot. Maybe it was my headshot. I get lucky kills all the time. I don't notice I'm not saying skill shots, because a lot of them are luck. I don't understand how, but Battlefield has gotten really better with my aim in this shit, so I'm feeling more skillful. But some of it is still luck, no doubt about that. My most recent one, however, was the next game, the very next game, right after Was it after this? I really want to say it was yeah, it was right after this game. The very next game, it was on Death Valley, Conquest as well. And we're playing. We're talking about sniping people out of the chopper and how cool it is. And the guy, I think that's him down there. Facial baggage or yeah, facial baggage. I think that was him in there. He was pretty cool guy. He was a good player. He got a pretty good score. I don't know about this game, but that game he did pretty good. He talked, he strategized. That's what I like to see, by the way. And he was mentioning, it's like, oh, it's like, did you guys ever snipe someone out of the chopper? It's like, I never seen it before. It's like, well, like, I've sniped out like the gunners and the scout helicopters. I've sniped the pilots when they were sitting on the ground or on top of buildings, not moving. I got those kind of snipe outs, but never in a moving in air chopper. The closest I've seen, you know, me or from Mark do was like a hover. So it was like, you know, just lifting off or just about to set down. Barely even consider it a hover. We were at the E point. Scout helicopter coming in. I said, I'm coming for you, driver. Take one shot and I miss. Then I take the second shot and I get a headshot on the driver. The chopper starts falling. I start screaming. The dude facials, he's just like, he's laughing. He's like, what did I just see? Oh my god, oh my god. I am almost crying because I didn't record this game. So I once again missed one of my greatest shots because I wasn't recording. And that's what I'm getting to in this theater mode would be great. And I would like to actually see a patch or update to bring it to Battlefield 3 right now. But I don't know if they have to like rework the whole system or coding. I don't know. I'm not. I play the games. I don't make them. So here's what I'm saying. If you, and I believe most commentators do this, whether you're a big name commentator, like, you know, the Only Use Me Blade, Drifter, Hutch, CNanners, people like those, and, you know, you're a big YouTube commentator working for Machinima or just on your own, but you're still making it big, you probably record every single game. You know, when you play, you know, you get a couple warm-up games, but then you just like sit there and record for hours on end, and then when you're done, you know, you go, you chop it up, you commentate, render, upload, all that stuff. If you're the up-and-comers like me, or like me, I'm just like the wannabe sort of person, but in either event, if you are the type of person who's still getting in the swing of commentating, getting to know the layout and everything else there. I just got to this dude. I was pissed actually now that I noticed. The biggest tip I've noticed with Battlefield, if you are recording gameplay, is to record, if you can, record every single game. I did this with the Only in Battlefield 3 contest, which if I have time, I'll mention that real quick right now. I recorded every single gameplay, every single game from when I got on, because I just needed like that one clip to throw in. And that's what I did. I recorded everything, absolutely everything. And I would say if you have the space, whether your computer, which I'm hoping your computer is that good. Look at all those javelins and iglas. That's fucking hilarious. whether it's your hard drive space, whether it's an external hard drive, if you have the space, record everything. You know, you can break it up, you can stop, record, play, record, that kind of stuff. If you really want to, you could do the whole thing, which I don't recommend. It's harder to sort of break up in the clips, but record every game. Because that one game where you're doing bad, all of a sudden you get that clip that no one's going to believe happened, except for the people that in the game and rage quit because you actually did it to them. Record everything. You will get that you will get that little scene that you can put on, you know, top 5, top 10 plays of the week sort of gaming countdowns, that sort of stuff. And like I said, I think everyone really honestly has that space. If you are, I'm not that big of a commentator. I'm still getting in the swing of things. But I have a 500 gigabyte hard drive. I have a terabyte worth of hard drive space on my computer. And I really haven't deleted much off of my, you know, I like wait like 3 months and I'm still recording many games, but I still have plenty of gameplay, raw footage, rendered footage, commentated footage. It's still all right there. And it's getting low. I still got about 100 gigabytes left, but the fact is that it's still there. I could record for just continuous games and games and games and not have anything to worry about that. So that's my thought. Record everything. You never know what's going to happen, and when it finally does happen, boom! You got table talkers stuff right there. My aiming sucks. I don't even know. It's G36. Yeah. For some reason, I thought it was the UMP. It has the same look. Anyways, really wanted to quickly, briefly touch on the Only in Battlefield 3 contest. I clearly did not win. I don't even think they picked a winner. I think they picked the top 10. If you go to Only in Battlefield 3, or you go to Battle Log, search it around there, it will bring up the top 10 list. I actually made a playlist. I'll throw the playlist link in the description. It's not all the videos, but it's the 3 videos that I think were the best, and that made me laugh or want to rage quit if that ever happened to me, sort of thing. But it's there. Give them a watch. You know, rate them. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. This game's coming to a close. I think my final score was either 14-15 or 15-16. Not a great game, but we did get Alpha Squad. We did do great. We won, and in the end, winning, no matter what your score is what actually counts. I'd like to thank you guys for watching and listening to my opinions and thoughts. And this is Reza-Kaze, and I'm just saying.